Go straight away. Oh, look who's online.
Ryan Jones.
Who's that? Oh boy.
He's coming for you, Chaz.
Please tell him he's not coming for me.
What? Oh, no. Never mind. That's an old message. Okay, so... Alright, talk to us about
ZVT?
Hut versus KingKong.
Well, I would say it's a SYF team kill, because KingKong is
so
playing for
unfortunate.
SYF. Just wanted to mention that. Hut with the upper bracket advantage. He's been in the meta a bit longer. Both these players did have a break, but they both knocked out Sheldon, apart from Hut. I'd say it's going to be a close series, Liam.
Yeah? Yeah?
And Sheldon, your thoughts?
What do you reckon?
I reckon Hut's going to do some 2-on-1s into fake Mac. He's got a map advantage, so probably 3-2 for Hut.
3-2. Oh.
Yeah.
It's either going to be a 2-3 for KingKong or a 3-1 for Hut, I would say.
Right.
What do you think, Mr. Fidgy Spinner? Oh, what's that? You don't care.
It's a fidget spinner. It's just going to go forever.
Maybe you can cast the games for us.
It's last as long as my series versus Sheldon.
No, Chase, that game's didn't last that long.
It's spinning heaps now. I didn't spin much before. So yeah.
Alright, so they're just doing vetoes, so we'll continue to rabbit on for a little bit. I want to talk to you guys about the new maps in the season, because I hate Odyssey, by the way. Catalina back in the map pool.
Is that bad for Zerg?
Because this
It's
was...
bad for everyone.
It's an interesting map. I do remember it, and I have noticed that my cannon row spots are still there, so I'm quite happy about that.
Please do tell.
Just you could do the one there or the one there. So it's all good. Yeah.
Brings back bad memories. Yes.
Remember the stuff on Frost with that little edge on Frost where you could do the
like,
two.
you draw like Rage Quit versus Minigun.
I think so.
Consider versus stream.
I think so.
Yeah, it's on YouTube.
Yeah. So you can do the same thing just here. But anyway, I don't really know. I'm not a big fan of 3 position maps. I don't
Especially
know
one
why.
that's so close rush.
Yeah. So, and also, octopus are like my second favorite animal, but I don't like it being in the middle there.
I heard it's a squid because it only has 7 legs.
Is it?
I think so. Unless it's like an octopus that lost a leg, but I think octopi grow legs back.
Yeah, they do.
It's a squid or a special octopus.
What's that
What?
song? Isn't that an octopus? K-pop one?
K-pop.
From Base Trade TV. They used to play that really weird. Did you never see the intro?
Oh, I remember the intros. Yeah. I had base
Oi,
trade
oi,
muted.
oi.
I have base trade blocked. Whoops.
You mute it when the casting comes on.
Okay.
Even before banned from all Base Trade tournaments.
It's doing some meme dance.
Ban me. Just
It's
ban
all
me.
him.
Yeah. Just ban me. I don't give a shit.
Oh,
yeah.
Mr. McDonald. Oh, no, it's the final, isn't it? Yeah, bring him in.
Bring in the old
Bring him in. No, he's getting his own chair, though.
He can stand.
He's got a walking chair, doesn't he? Like
A walking frame.
Yeah, walking frame.
That thing with the clicking.
What?
Oh, the joke I thought. Yeah.
Oh, I'm dying from that.
It's
Okay,
inside
guys.
the joke, Sean.
Tell me later.
So we're here at the grand final of the the PSL Winter LAN. I'm joined by Chase and Seether. We may even get an extra commentator to join us for some expert comments. I'm not sure if he's wobbling his way down here right now, but we'll jump right into the game because there are things happening already.
Reapers.
Oh, Reapers, definitely.
Because it's
100%.
sequencer, what else are you going to do? Top right hand side is Hut. He's up 1. Oh shit, I should fix that. How do you... There you go. Alright, so this is the this is the grand final. It is a best of 5. And Hut is up 1 game, considering he has done a really good run through the tournament to stay in that upper bracket. And he's got his racks starting up down at the bottom here.
It's good to see Hut performing well, considering his practice ethic. He's always been Always asking for customs, always working hard.
Yep.
So it's good to see him finally
PUBG
perform well
customs.
in the tournament. Hopefully, this is actually a repeat of ACL 2015, wasn't it? When Hut came second, KingKong came first, I think.
Was it?
But I was talking to Hut before the series, and he said, has anyone a 3x Reaper KingKong yet? So he's going to test the waters a bit.
He is.
Throw him off, try and get control of the situation, control the pace of the game, and see how KingKong responds. Yeah?
Mm.
I agree.
Should be good. We'll see what happens. KingKong down here in the bottom left, just in case you were confused as to where his opponent is. And so he's got gas up, the pool halfway done, hatchery on the way as well. So nothing too crazy coming out from KingKong. ACL Brisbane rematch, says Wally. There you go.
That's it. Thanks, Hayden.
Good job,
Hero
Wally.
you don't deserve.
Yeah, you should come and cast as well. Just come and join it. We're just,
Ben?
yeah, I don't know where
This
where,
Yeah,
where
come
is
here
he?
too, Cameron. We're all in, boys.
Here he comes. We're just gonna have like the everybody
Yeah,
casting. It's just gonna be like
What are your thoughts on Reaper's camera?
it's Reapers. Are you a fan of Reapers?
Hi everyone. Hello.
We don't have the camera up yet, but I can do it a little bit later, and we can do a really good photo shoot.
We get everyone in the tournament casting.
Yeah,
Every
yeah.
time you get knocked out, you turn to the caster's desk.
And then you stay there forever.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah. No McDonald's.
That's too real, man.
So, as we were pointing out, we've got Reapers on the way here. A signature Hut special for this particular map, as we've seen him do it. I think we've seen him do it once or twice already, or something like that. Anyway,
Frustration.
I know he did it. He did it against Ben.
On the voice.
Is that frustrating? He's he is in WA. So first couple of Reapers coming across. As we were pointing out, it's going to be interesting to see if KingKong is ready for this kind of style, because he hasn't necessarily been back in the meta for that long. But he told me when he was on stream before and we were having a little interview that he was, while he was in downtime, he was watching some of the pro player replays. So
I did
he
see
was,
him, yep.
yeah. So
He's
he was
watching me, watching my vlogs.
I think he was watching Rogue. So.
That's right. Well, yeah. Rogue Chase, similar sort of.
So
Yeah.
KingKong's going for a lean-based defense, which it requires more micro, it's more fragile, but it can pay off better than Roach Ravage, I'd say.
Oh, jeez.
So Link Speed finishing up, going to push these Reapers away, good micro.
And he's going to just sort of hold position there up at the cliff to make sure that Hut's not going to jump back in, but Hut's going to have to just regen for a sec. So what do you do from the Terran perspective here, Caesar? What are you doing when you scout that?
You want, don't you?
Yeah.
Goes 3cc,
Keep
2
making
Evos.
Reapers.
Keep making Reapers. All right,
He
cool.
could go for a 3C if he wanted to, but I think he'll keep making Reapers.
You see Matt Sling, you keep making Reapers, don't you?
Yeah,
just
and you
fast
do a
forward.
double medevac. Yeah.
And what you do with the double medevac, you can do like a drop in the main and run the Reapers into the third or something, can't you?
Yeah.
That's pretty common, yeah. So KingKong might be in a bit of strife here. There's
So-
drones. Oh boy.
So Reaper's getting a lot of damage done here inside the natural. One of the queens is dead. The next one is also dead. No
That's
defense
game.
here for those drones, and they're going to go down. There is a single Reaper here defending the racks, but I don't know if KingKong's really going to be able to get too much done there. He's already lost 12 drones here at the natural. These Lings are not going to have the best of times against these Reapers inside the main, as there's still a little bit of micro mistakes here. Hut's going to have to back out for now. Needs to regen some of the health here. Good micro to be able to keep up with the Reapers, and takes out one. Does he get this other one? No, he doesn't. So
2 command centers on the way.
yeah, backs up for
KingKong
now.
down 10 workers. What's your intake on this, Mr. Cameron?
Reapers are fucking bullshit.
I agree.
There you go, Reapers. You've heard it right here.
Great.
As Hut is forced to retreat from now. He's got a few Reapers here at the top. I don't think these Lings are really going to get too much done. There's just not enough. But with a good little bit of micro here,
The Evo chamber looks like there's gonna be some drops. I would say.
we'll
Drop
see.
Lings on the Reapers one by one. Yeah.
So he's going to do a little bit of a dance here. Ooh, that's a scary position. Yeah, just be careful with that front door there. There's no Hodor here. The KingKong back at home, trying to get his drone count back up. He's up to 28 at the moment, has his third base coming along. And he's got the carapace, as you mentioned, with the Evo chamber coming up. And Link's just continually poking at the front door, just trying to make sure that Hut is stuck. Here it is, his side of the map. Because, of course, when the Reapers are on your side, that's when the fun begins, isn't it,
It
Chase?
is indeed.
Yeah.
I can speak from first-hand experience.
Yeah. Not very fun when
Like every ZVT.
yeah. So, KingKong just being very careful, adding in another little group of Lings here to make sure he's prepared, as the Reapers have made their way across the map. Ooh.
So what KingKong has to do here, he has to play mineral intensive, play efficient, trade on creep. He's already behind. He could have tried to tech up, but in this case, I just try and get the best trades of Ling Banes and Queens. Because Hut is going to kick in with his economy very soon with those 3 bases. So it's an uphill battle, but so was insert famous uphill battle story where the guys blow.
Stalingrad again, or
yeah. It's the opposite of Obi-Wan Kenobi and the other dude.
That's true. Anakin Skywalker, yeah. Like the main,
Like-
one of the
like-
main people in the Star Wars story. That's
it's
okay.
like-
You forgot that. That's
It's
alright.
like Hut has the high ground. Every time KingKong tries to move up, a Reaper like knocks him back down. It's like that. But
He loses the lead.
yeah.
We got there eventually.
Oh, cancel it.
That's a big cancel there.
Yeah, talk
That's
it
a
up.
big cancel. Tell us about that.
That cancel. That's lost mining time. It's lost resources.
Lost
It's
mining
production
time? That's lost mining
Yeah,
time.
because those resources you lost have now been lost.
Oh, okay. Alright.
I'm doing that thing that, like, you know, Artosis, no, Day 9 does when he says something wrong. He's like, yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Alright. So we got +1 to weapons on the way for Hut here. He's still... Well, I can't tell because of these shitty new
They look like
graphics.
Marines.
Honestly, there's the Marines. Okay, so we do have Marines coming up. Alright, cool.
That looks like a Viking that's been landed.
Yeah, so, well...
What the fuck?
Yeah, is the Vikings
That
coming
looks
along?
like a starfighter.
That, yeah.
The
I know.
SCVs look like Marines.
Yep. It's just...
Right.
See that there? I'm like, okay, that's an SCV. What the hell?
That's a
What is
4,
it?
It
isn't
looks
it?
like a depot
That's
from
an
back in the day.
SCV.
Oh.
Yeah, I thought it was a depot the first time I saw it. I'm like, what the hell have you guys
I
done?
thought Reapers were Marauders.
They do look a bit more chunky. Look at them.
Yeah.
They've got these sort of wing things on the side, and it's
Wings.
like, dude, you got a
Ladybirds.
jetpack. What do you need wings for?
Well, here we go.
But
Hut is choosing to push with his Marines instead of running like the Reapers. Which
Yep.
Versus this much units, I think you have to do. But
yeah, he's
Yeah,
gonna.
Reapers will
Oh,
cover him
jeez, yeah, the Reaper's gonna have to back out for now. Picks up a couple. Will we see him drop? Perhaps around the side? No, not for now. But KingKong sitting pretty comfortably. He's got a lot of queens out. He's up to 64 workers, Hut at 54. So I feel like he's recovered quite well. He's got another 10 drones on the way. Infestation Pit is just starting. And, you know, given all that happened at the start of the game, he's not sitting...
done well.
Not too bad, yeah.
still not in the greatest shape. but Bane's
Considering the
taken
way...
it.
Yeah, considering the way this normally goes, so...
Reapers.
But, yeah, so 4th base is also here for KingKong. Got a lot of minerals coming in right now, grabbing an extra gas. And for Hut, he's got his 3rd. Is he going to... No, he's going to stick with Stim.
How is KingKong's overlord spread?
Pretty average. Well,
Average? Another watchtower?
he's got the 1 watchtower, and then that's kind of it, really. That's...
Did Hut build a Viking? He did, yeah.
Yeah.
So he
He
should be able to
did
identify
build a
and start
Viking,
dropping
yeah.
some.
So, this Viking's been just patrolling
How many
around.
kills? 2 kills.
Trying to kill off a couple of things there, yeah. Drop inside the 4th base. He's going to kill off 1 or 2
Yeah.
workers there, but then kill off the Spore. Should be able to hold this position for a little bit, and then will be forced to back out as he does. Hut does have his +1 to weapons there as well, which is really nice.
3 minutes late.
Yeah, yeah. The old 10-minute
Hive's already
2-1-1.
on the way.
Yep.
Yeah,
So-
Hut does spot that, so I'd say he's going to push quite soon when he feels comfortable.
Yep.
So what I think KingKong's trying to do, he's skipping the Spire, he's going heavy on the Queens and going up to Hive Tech. But I don't know if he
This
has
is
any
this is
Queens.
the thing. Start to see a little bit more now where you do skip. You can sort of skip the mutas by going either
Yeah.
grabbing some infestors and
So
then.
when I do it, like,
yeah.
you know how you make a lot of Queens after like your Ling speed finishes?
Mhm.
When you don't know what to do after you got like 100 Queens, you
Yep.
just go Hive.
Yep.
Works every time, 0% of the time. Sometimes it works. But
Well, queens are pretty good.
if you have good creep spread, which is better with the lots of Queens.
Actually, I was just going to point out we did start with that Reaper, the 3-racks Reaper, but Sam's only just grabbing his creep spread now. It's sort of just starting to get to that reasonable
now.
position. Yeah, so he will need to pick that up if he can. Of course, Hut's going to be identifying that there isn't as much creep spread as you'd normally see. That's Stim. I don't know what that was. He's he's now pushing out. Wants to get some really good damage done. 3 siege tanks at the back. Going to take out one of these queens, a creep trimmer as well. good positioning there. Looks as if King Kong's going to send some lings around the side. And is he going to... Can you siege that? Yeah, you can.
Yeah, you can. Well, this
That's
is why Mech is popular on this map compared to Bio. Like, it's not the best map for Terran, but because it's choky, it's really good for tanks like this.
Yep.
And King Kong forced to evacuate. He's got another 4th base on the other side of the map. But yeah, his Ultra Cavern's almost finished. And Ultras are pretty good. He's banking a lot of resources. He is banking on those Ultras to pop out. But he just has to survive until then.
And Hut still hasn't built a 4th base.
Yeah, he doesn't even have the CC at least. So he's depending on how this push goes, he could be in a lot of trouble after this. But we'll find out shortly. His +2 to weapons just finishing up now. +2 on the armor is quite a while behind. A drop gets inside. Oh no, it doesn't. Well, 2 Marines get in there.
He's still banking some resources. He's not making anything now. He's burning extra Ultra now, but
4 Ultras coming
still
out.
got 1,000 gas.
Yeah, still got a bit to go. He's not even supply caps.
Maybe he's just wanting to see assess the scenario. Drop.
Big drop now coming inside the main base. Yeah, this is a bit dangerous given how much is out there for the Zerg. The tanks go down. And, well, there's still 2 tanks left. One of them gets sieged up. The other is stuck inside the medevac here. Does he get to siege it up in time? There's a lot of Banes. You're not even going to be able to target this down and defend. Reaper's still there. It's so weird to see that. But he does back out for now. So Hut's probably looking back at it. And, yeah, as Seether identified, there's a missing 4th command center. So Hut just grabbing that now. He's also picking up +3 to weapons, +2 on the armor. Just coming about right now, but that big hive tech just coming along here from the Ultras are here. We've got the Vipers coming out, +3 to carapace. The chitinous plating also done. The one thing which you're a little bit scared about is that creep spread. It's just not as far as you'd normally expect at this stage of the game. So
yeah, and you can see the direction of the creep spread. It's pushing towards King Kong's 4th base, which is good. It stops that push from having the momentum at once. It slows it down. So I'd say, what do you think, Sheldon? Do you think?
I think Hut needs to get some libs and push.
There's the patrol.
Does that patrol actually help, like splitting? Like I only ever see Hut do it.
Hut says it does, but Hut's hard.
Hut's the only person who does it though, so I think that's the explanation.
I think someone did it once in Wings of Liberty when the game came out and no one was good.
Someone made a video about it.
I thought it was a Baneling arcade. Remember like Marine Split?
Yeah. Marine Split, how to pass it.
There he is. Look, he's doing it again. What is this? Anyway, one Ultra is going to try and defend this 4th base. There's a second one, a Queen, also coming out. There is a good Widowmine hit. Tanks up the back. They do get the Blinding Cloud on top. The Ultras are going to chomp forwards and take them down. So Hut gets annihilated in his big group of forces there. He's now got his 4th base up and running. Going to flick this over into a planetary in a second there. And he does have a drop across on the main base.
He's making 20 drones, King Kong. He's feeling very comfortable after wiping out the tanks, resetting the
Well, I mean, he needs to get closer to 100. You need 100 workers, yeah?
He never stop making drones.
No.
He's got to...
Well, when you think about it this way,
go to about 80 drones. That's your max.
You can flip them into spines. Spines are cool.
Okay.
Yeah, and then you walk the spines across the map and attack your opponent. Yeah.
Genius.
Yeah.
But don't you make the spores and then cancel them so you get oversupply?
Yeah.
Can you still do that?
Yeah, you can.
Infestors now.
It's a good race. Anyway, Ultras waddling their way across the map,
Is this game 1?
and it looks as if we've got 4
Including the...
infestors.
This is the first.
This is-
game, but
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, this is technically game 2. Yeah.
This is technically game 2, but the
Yeah.
first... Is...
This is the first one we're looking at, Anyway, so he did lose that 4th base down there, but he does. King Kong's got another base through the middle. He's got the one across to the left as well, which is just coming up again. And well, for Hut, he's got the planetary there ready to go, but I don't know.
Looks like we're going late game, boys.
It does. I'm just. Is this where we should start? Okay, I was going to say, start to see the Liberators popping out a bit more here as it starts to get towards that point where you need those guys to do that big damage. Hut continuing on with the double drops across to the left-hand side, cancelling that base, which is really, really good harassment there from Hut. Drops inside the main. Can he get a Queen? Going for an Infestor. Gets a little bit low.
Oh, the save.
Doesn't get the Infestor for now. Burrows down and is going to boogie on out of there. So, He's got. Is that? Is it? Oh,
Oh,
that's a good shot right there. The Queen should be able to finish this one off if he drops another fungal. I think that's worth.
he's teasing it. He's saying you can
But
go home.
there is a push here through the middle. So that was a really heavily mining base in the middle there for KingKong. So he has lost that one. Once again, is this where we should have another command center coming up, Seether? For Hut? He doesn't have a fifth.
Yeah, it's probably mining out too, isn't it?
Yeah. So the third's almost gone. Main's gone, of course. Natural's
Or just
pretty
lift
much
the main
done.
to the front base or
Yeah,
something.
yeah. So, lift the main over here or perhaps over to this position. You want to try and be expanding towards your opponent, as we've mentioned in previous games. Here come the Ultras. Blinding Cloud, really interesting
Only has one
position there.
lift too.
Ooh. That Viking went so far back. What the hell? Anyway, it looks as if, KingKong's got a lot of Ultras, and this is probably that one time where Ultras are pretty good. As he's just lumbering forwards and just chomping through the remaining Terran forces down in the main of KingKong. He's going to lose... What? No.
Nothing.
Good transfuse. Good transfuse. These Marauders are going to be sitting here, but the main story is happening here up at this base of Hut. Where is the Blinding Cloud on the planetary? I do not know. But slowly microing back with the Marine Marauder forces here.
Infestors.
And
no.
here they come. Big oh my god. The Infestor hits are just brutal. And he chomps all over these. He has lost a couple of those Ultras there, which is a little bit of a worry. But there are some Liberators in the sky. The Corruptors come forwards, and KingKong takes what is effectively game number 2 here at the grand final of the PSL Winter LAN. So, score is now 1-1 between these two players. What do we think of that one?
I think Hart should have pushed harder when he was...
When he's got the high.
yeah, like he was mucking around dropping a lot.
Yep. Because he
This
sort
was
of he
before.
went across to the 4th and then
Yeah.
just like sieged it
And he
instead
had
of
pure
coming
Marine
straight
and
in.
no Liberators.
Yep.
So once the
Yep.
Ultras came out, he's got mince-meated.
Yeah.
What do you
So,
think, Cameron?
any thoughts?
Reapers aren't as bullshit as I thought.
Well, they're pretty bullshit, but Ultras are more bullshit.
Yeah.
Okay, so look out!
Where's Ben McDonald?
Ben just got an achievement.
Wow.
From-
What achievement is that? Play 50
Oh.
unranked or ranked matches. He's played
Oh,
some
no.
games.
So it's taken him 500 years.
Yeah, he's like Yoda. He's been around for 400 years. Finally gets something fucking done.
Bissell Reef.
Anyway, hang on. I better. Congrats on your achieve. Alright, so...
This map, I think Hut. I've practiced against Hut with this map quite a bit, and I think if KingKong takes out the 12 o'clock base, that's his third, like he has been doing today, I think Hut will be able to abuse it. So I'm putting my money on Hut to win this one.
Because you called, what, 4... I don't know why... whatever you
He
said.
did 3-1 or something?
You said 3-1
I don't
for
remember.
Hut. I think you said 3-1 Hut.
Oh, yeah, I think so, yeah. Because Hut told me, like, KingKong's been taking the 12 o'clock base next to the natural,
Oh dear.
but I think Hut said that you can just abuse that.
Yep.
If he's feeling, I'd say he'd feel pretty confident.
And Hut's got
So-
a proxy Marine.
Yep.
Oh, God.
So...
Never mind, guys. This is go.
Never mind.
Never mind.
Chase is out. Chase is gone, guys, just because he's not sure he can actually get this one done. Bottom right-hand side is Hut, and top left is KingKong here on Abyssal Reef. So we're going to get a proxy...
Double proxy racks,
yeah,
Marine.
proxy racks. Get some Marines out. Old school. A little bit old school, but still pops up every now and
He's
then.
only been doing it for 7 years.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know, if you go to Hut's YouTube channel, you can see his guide.
I've seen
You can see his guide on doing a proxy racks or
End
something
of
like
Rings
that.
or something.
The 1111. That's
Yeah.
right. Yeah, the 1111.
Just 15-15 now.
Yeah, I think he's. I can't remember. I haven't looked for it, but I think he also has one for the. Do you remember the Reaper 888?
Yeah.
And I was just like, okay.
888?
Remember that?
That was my
That
bridgehead build.
That was Hard to Swarm, wasn't it?
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was that. I remember specifically Cloud Kingdom. People used to do that quite a lot
That was always.
because Cloud Kingdom had like a friggin' an entire map worth of cliffs you could jump up on.
Mines then? They didn't,
No.
did they?
They had the building damage, like direct
Oh,
when
yeah.
they would throw it at buildings. Yeah.
Grenades.
Yep.
The actual grenades, not the
Yeah.
typical grenades.
Oh, look out! This is a bit nasty.
What is this?
This is a really funny thing because back in the day, of course, we didn't have the plates, and you used to be able to do this at the bottom of the ramp. But now you can do it at the top of this ramp, which is kind of funny. So, kills off one of the SCVs. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. So you should be able to kill off.
So he's going to take the third base.
Yeah. Looks like he will head across and grab that third base, despite seeing that he's being bunker rushed here. So Hut's and he cancels it. Very, very wisely done there. So he cancels that one. And now we see the King Kong's going to just jump around the side and try and harass these Marines before they can head up towards the base. And they will. The Marines actually get an Overlord, which is kind of hilarious. But they do lose two of the units there. So he will be forced to back off. The Lings are still doing a lot of damage across here. They took out 2 Marines over to the right-hand side. And now he's looking to take out another one. But they do a little bit of micro there from Hut. Nicely done. And he's got his factory back at home. So
he's finished. I'd say King Kong's going to try to bust out. Those bunkers are close together, so the splash will help. I think this game's going to standardise.
Yeah.
What do you think, Sheldon?
I think King Kong's going to be ahead of it because he's getting away with that base.
There's a quite early base,
yeah.
Hut can't pressure. Link speed's done.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because normally they have to bust out before they can expand.
And Hut's like, oh, there's a base there.
Yeah, he's like, whoops, I didn't see that drone going by. So he will have to deal with that problem. Some Lings across on the opposite side of the map, keeping Hut honest inside his own base, at least. Meanwhile, the Racks are just sort of... one's heading back home. Is this? Oh, no.
Scouting Racks?
It's the scouting barracks, yeah.
No, I'm just thinking leading into mech? No.
No, you just bring one back and
yep.
You can do whatever then.
Cool. So he's going to keep an eye on what's going on here. Double Queen inside the main. Where are the Banes? Okay, there they are. And there's 7 more Banes down here. So
I think Hutch should just pull back when he sees the Banes.
Yeah.
Like, there's 2 Queens there. He doesn't want to...
Yeah.
He wants to scout later on with it too, I'd say.
You know what you do? You take out all but one of the Marines, and they're like, yeah, man, I'm going to kill, 2 bunkers worth of
you
Marines.
leave one alive so I can tell the story.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, there we go.
There you go. Oh, and he did! Left one. Oh, you ruined it, King Kong. Rack's just scouting out what's happening inside the main base. Yeah. Actually, it could. That's a bit unfortunate.
Start steps his queens.
He could.
There's nothing else to do.
So
this time.
Well,
come on.
Oh, it's a 4th queen. I mean, 3rd queen. Yeah, Rack is dead.
So, I think as you rightly pointed out, this is going to stabilize a little bit, but perhaps, yeah, King Kong with a bit of a lead because he does have that hatchery up and running and can quite easily get his natural back again now. So, because you can't exactly do too much pressure because there's going to be queens and there should be, I think, there's a few Lings out on the map. So the Hellions aren't really going to get in there and have a barbecue. So, plus he's starting to spread his creep already. So that's a good sign here for King Kong. Okay. So,
Banshee on the way.
Yeah.
Stim started.
Yeah, so it's, as you pointed out, just going to stabilize here. We'll see Hellions just have a quick look around, maybe try and catch a creep tumor or 2 if they can, but the Banshee... Oh, sorry, that's a medevac. Well, he's going to go for a drop with a medevac. Okay. No? Yes? I don't know what he's doing now.
Fake drop.
So this is when you transition from the scouting barracks to the scouting medevac?
Yep. It's true. It's true.
That's not the boost.
Oh, there he goes. He came back. He came back. I'm like, it could be, because Hut is one of... I've seen you do it maybe once or twice.
Fake
I think.
drop?
Yeah. And then I have seen Hut do it as well. So the old fake drop. So he
morph him into Hellbats like now.
doesn't have an armory.
You can just
So-
do a alien drop.
Yeah, just do it like this, and you can still
no.
get a lot of drones. Ooh, gets a little bit nasty. There's some reasonable splits from King Kong. It came a little bit late though, and that hurts. Killing off 7 workers in total. Picks up 2 of the Hellions and should be able to retreat here. Oh, there is another Queen, which is going to have a couple of shots, but not going to be able to shoot down that medevac. It's going to retreat for now. And, Hutch is going to try and transition back out to some standard stuff here, picking up a 3rd. He's got some more Hellions back at home. The Banshee is on the... Did we ever finish that first Banshee, or did he... Or was that medevac a Banshee, and we just got confused because of the shitty skins?
Yeah, go units tab.
Where is it? Oh, there.
Oh, that's a Viking.
It's a Viking?
Oh, you must be on medevac.
There it is.
Viking.
There it is. There it is.
I don't know
Get
what's
out,
going on.
Banshee.
Yeah, so...
Can we find the shark in this map?
There's one there.
Oh, how do you do it?
There's a bigger one, isn't
Oh, hang on. So there's a shark there, but then there's also...
Where is he?
There's a shadow.
I think you need the vision of.
Yeah, I think you need the play vision as well.
King Kong, split the creep, please.
Yeah, get on it, you noob. So we've got 6 Hellions poking out. We've got 1 Viking just sitting over here, somehow hitting Overlord. I don't know how that happens. But the Banshee pokes inside the main base. Doesn't have cloak, so we can't actually get a massive amount of damage done here in the combination of the Queen and the Spore. Ooh, good pullback from KingKong there. He saw that those Hellions were coming and he pulled out the drones because there just wasn't enough defense here. The Queens are now quickly rotating back to try and hold that position. Hutt's got his 3rd command center switching across, +1 to weapons on the way, and +1 to armor is also beginning. Stim is now done, and we'll see him switch into the old standard bio style. Yeah, work account's interesting for KingKong.
He's even, but
I think
Hutt has got mules.
it's alright for Hutt because he got those drone kills with the drop.
Yeah.
King Kong's starting +1 now. He's got carapace.
That's it. You actually really would want to have an armory to heal these up.
Yeah.
I'd just be like, build an armory so I can fix those Hellions. And then drop a mule so you can repair the medevac.
If you're going to get 2-2 anyway, then just get the armory for the Hellions.
Yeah. Oh, down goes the medevac. And Chase, what do you reckon about... we saw a lot of players, Scarlet and such, taking this space as a 3rd because of the ability to abuse this area here. Do you take this ever as a 3rd in this matchup?
I started taking it. KingKong, I would say he would take it, but Hutt, the circumstances force him to take the other 3rd base.
Yep.
It's open, easy to spread creep to. It's not so... See, the chokiness of the other 3rd base, like the 4th base and the potential 5th base and so on, like you can just abuse that with drops, you reckon, Sean? Tanks?
It's normally because they go Hydra Bane style.
You're doubting me.
They take the other one when they want to go Hydra Bane because you get tank push.
Yep.
It's very... It's more open than the cliffy area.
Yep.
I'd say the Hutt is going to... I don't know, Sean. Well, there's a spire on the way. It's something being muted. Is this ACL Brisbane?
Hutt's also up 30 supply. But...
Yeah, Hutt's now pushing forwards. Once they clear out this creep, it's a really good creep spread in this game comparatively to the last one. So we're just
Does he have an armory to morph over that?
He does, yeah.
I think
he just goes for it.
Yeah. You can, he could probably switch those. No.
Lead.
So he could probably, he knows the hatch is there, but probably doesn't know the extent of the defense at this point, but too much of a worry. Extra racks coming down here for Hutt. 10 more drones for KingKong as he's looking to prepare that economy for this transition towards the mid to late game. And for Hutt, he's got his 3rd, but we're looking to... Yep, there's the 4th. Good job. So he's looking pretty good there. Oh, hello. It's around here somewhere. I can see the shadow.
Between, Insano says between main and Nat for the Shift C Slasher.
Where?
Between
the main and natural. Ushering around the round, maybe?
And that's a dirty liar, no?
Liar.
Maybe the Terran main in that.
Oh, we'll look at it in a second. We got it's a Terran shot. We got a bit of a fight here. A Queen decided to walk down the wrong side of Abyssal Reef, and now Hutt just sort of gaining position here, trying to get rid of some of this creep to get himself in a good spot. The Mutiling Bane now pushing forwards. It looks as if, well, KingKong gets a couple of good engagements. He takes the top position, but doesn't really do much in the middle here. So he loses a few of his Banes. The Marine and Hellbat forces here will probably be forced back for the moment. KingKong just sweeping around the top side of the map. He's looking for another base, but isn't going to find it. And this is, I'm pretty sure this is blocked off.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. That is blocked off. Good to pick.
Lose +2.
+2. Ooh. Ooh.
Or is he?
Oh, almost. And then Ling's actually pushing through. The Bane's also there. There's not too much defense in this part of the map right now, and Hutt could lose a lot of these SCVs. They're rolling down the ramp, and he does lose a couple. One last Baneling. Oh, no. Gets a couple of SCVs there. The Muta's also taking a couple of shots. The Marines are pulled up to the top of the cliff, but the Mutas will be forced back. So that was a pretty decent attack there from KingKong.
Pretty much what KingKong needed to get back in.
I don't even think that was intentional, that he wanted to get in here and just get in and take that. I think he just wanted to force his opponent back, but he got in, smashed through, and as you mentioned,
and took it.
exactly, took out the +2 to weapons, which Hut has now have to restart.
Do you take it?
Sometimes.
Do you take opportunity when you see it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you opportunity when you take
Except WCS Montreal opportunities apparently.
Dodger.
So we've got
my Lord,
another group of Lings now pushing through. If this Widowmine gets down, it could be the savior of this base, but it's not going to. So, he actually takes a sort of self shot there more than he did on those Lings. So Lings surrounding this Marauder, going to take that down. Meanwhile, in the middle of the map, Hut slowly pushing through. There's a couple of Widowmines here. We'll be able to take out this Queen before she escapes, and hopefully clear out some of these creep trimmers. But Baneling's now rolling forwards, some from the left, some from the right. Here comes KingKong. Widowmine hit gets nothing done, the first one, and then the next couple also get a couple of good hits. Hut is forced to pull back to the top of the ramp, but he's not going to win that fight just yet. The supply count for KingKong up at 146. His opponent here sitting at 118.
Hut still does not have that +2 attack.
He does have a fourth of this.
Yeah. I think that's the big difference is the upgrades are down a little bit, but he does have that fourth base.
He does, yeah, that's big.
Yeah. And
he's not making Thors though, which is interesting.
Yeah, he's actually...
Is he making Marauders?
Well, it's just sort of Marauders a little bit.
Still making Widow memes.
But lots, yeah. And looks as if KingKong... Well, I was going to say he's had a lot of fun going down that right-hand side of the map, but he's changed his mind. Hut's now looking to push through again. These Marines are just about to pick up their +2 on their weapons. I'd probably think he should wait a second.
He has been stimming a lot. He doesn't have any medevacs.
Yeah, the energy's really low on them.
Only 5 medevacs here. Yeah, so... Burrows the mines. You want to unburrow? Oh, there's only 2 Lings for that, so that's not the best of trades here. Yeah, falling back. There's no tanks. There's no mines. Hut's just really out of options here, and KingKong rolls forward, cleans up the Terran army, and Hut is down to 96 supply.
Yeah, it's looking dicey.
Is looking very dangerous here for our Terran buddy. Oh, big hits on the muters, not too bad, but
those mines could save
KingKong.
Broke the mines.
There it is, and the last of the Banelings just rolling forwards, cleaning up the mines. The Lings and Mutas inside the third base, just smashing through the rest of this. Oh, here we go. No, not really. That's that thing with the mines. It's all or nothing in most cases. So, but Hut in a lot of trouble here. If he can stabilize and perhaps get his economy back on track, he may be able to stick around for a little bit. But he's down to 29 workers. KingKong has just absolutely bloomed in his worker tally at the moment. He's up at 70, and he's got his ultras on the way. 3-3 researching at this time, and he's looking pretty comfortable in this best of 5. JGE was asking in the chat, is this a best of 3? Nope, it is a best of 5. So as we can see, it's 1-1 at this time. So Hut, I mean, I don't know. What are you going to do here, Seether? If you're in Hut's position, you got 37 workers.
YOLO.
What? Yeah. I mean, pull the boys at this point. Just anything. You know, there's 28 Banelings about to come in, but pull the SCVs anyway. But yeah, I don't know. We'll see. He's going to block off that side again, which is very cute.
I mean, it's not going for +3, so he's never going to have a better army.
Oh no! Oh no!
That opens up the mutas later too. No turrets.
Yep.
Hut can't really afford
Yes.
You can't buy turrets. 57 workers in total have been killed by KingKong.
Army supplies are actually really close at the moment. Even though Hut's army is probably not as good, because he doesn't have many medevacs or mines.
Yeah, he doesn't have those supporting units for the Marines. Not to mention, yeah, he's got to make the supporting Marines to help the main Marines.
Ah, the whole Marine on the Marine trick.
Yeah, you've got carry Marines and then you've got support Marines.
And you got the level 3 Marines.
Yeah, that's true.
Like 5 kills.
Let's also mention that the ultras are about to start popping out as well.
It's going to be 3-3 to 2-2.
So the ultras become a little bit of a fun part of the equation when we look at how this is going to pan out. But you know, I've still got his 4th. He's mining away. There, where's the? Oh, okay, there it is. I was looking for it, and it was right in front of me. But okay, it's just gonna hang out. You know that feel when you've got all your command centers on that button and you've accidentally clicked it to here, and so then that one floating freaking CC is just gonna get stuck at the base, and in come the mutas. They're gonna see that that's happening. They'll even see the direction that that's going. But there is a Ling already prepared here. KingKong is on top of everything at this stage, and mines unfortunately don't get to burrow. First of the Ultras now being built, 3 on the way, a couple of Infestors. Oh, in fact, my bad. There's going to be a total of 5 Ultras out on the map. And KingKong just taking some satellite bases just to prepare for if he needs them, basically. We mentioned it in a previous game.
I think this is where KingKong's multitasking really shines. He's been out of the game, but he's always been a good micro player. And with Burrow, with a map open like this, so many different avenues, I think, I think I'll give Hut a pep talk.
Maybe I should.
Giving Hunt a pep talk, yeah. So those first Infestors are out now. The Muta's still just flying about and causing all sorts of havoc across the map. It doesn't matter where they are. But as we mentioned, Hut looking to plonk himself down here at this attempted 5th base, but just not going to happen for now.
He's like the ex-girlfriend that just won't leave. Just won't leave your house.
Definitely is. It's just in the way, and
you just build a different house. And
well, or you send in some Marines to kill.
You send in the.
There you go. Yeah.
Send in the relatives, so deal with it.
So there's going to be a lot of Ultras out. There's already 8. There's 2 more coming in. He's got, of course, the 9,000 armor that Ultras have for some reason. But the drones... Oh, there you go. Look at that. Very cute.
Multitask.
Bit of burrowing. And then, look, the Broodlings are going to kill off some of these Marines. I mean, come on.
That's the plan. Just build hatcheries, let them die. The drone's just gone on burrow and build another base.
Oh, big fungal here. It looks as if the Marines are going to get caught out, and that is going to drop Hut's supply down to 130. He's got a few more units building back at home. Some Marauders have been built in. They kind of look like beefy SCVs at this stage, but the Ultras are now waddling forwards, swiping their Kaiser Blades back and forth as they look to finish off this game, but Hut just doesn't want to jump out just yet. He's got a little bit left in the tank. He gets hit by the fungals. The Marines are going to be chopped apart here, and these Ultras are just going to go to town on what's left of the forces of Hut. He doesn't
mind gas.
Yeah, he's got nothing left over. There was some mules dropped down at the base across here, which is going to be nice, but not enough to help him reclaim this game. He's going to be in a 1-2 position against KingKong, which means that the next game could be the deciding game here at the PSL Winter LAN. Hut perhaps just collecting himself right now while he looks at these Ultras just ravaging across the base here, as he finds this last little base down in the corner, takes out the mine, and pinging all across the map is someone. I'd assume that's Hut. I don't know. There's the shark. Where is the shark? Hang on, let's look back over here. I can't find it. Couldn't find the shark, so we had to GG out. So that is game number 3 here in the grand final of the PSL Winter LAN. But will the racks die? That's the question. Well, almost. As Seether's going to do some mime tricks here. So you're down 1-2 against KingKong, and you've obviously, I think we've sort of seen that do you try something different here as a Terran player, or do you just sort of say?
He's getting in good positions. He's just like making mistakes or the counters in the set like game, and gave him a bit too much time before he pushed him first, I think.
Yeah, backs himself. He knows he can beat these players. He has done it before. I would say he might have a bit of the feeling of ACL second place to KingKong creeping in.
Is that ACL Brisbane?
If he can deal with that, I'd say he definitely has a chance.
I think he just wants to get into PUBG as quick as possible.
If he 2-axes this game, we can.
Hi, David.
Oh, David. Oh, thanks, David. Yeah, you can stay in New Zealand.
They can't exactly see you. You're on the edge there, man.
Yeah. Hey, girl.
Just fall off the chair.
Look, David, I found Bigfoot. This is the real one.
Do not touch me. Alright? Filthy Terran, you knocked me out.
Oh dear. David got gassed too quickly. Good job, Silverbean.
Is that really the one it picks?
Oh dear. Alright, we're just waiting for the next game to come up, which is, so it is a best of 5, of course, guys, so we're just waiting on that one. The score... It's fucking Silverbean. The score is 2-1 with KingKong in the lead. I suppose I'll change this just because, you know... there you go, guys. So we're in the grand final here of the PSL Winter LAN. You can see the bracket there. I have with me Seether and Chase, and hey, he got it right. Monday and Wednesday, 8 p.m.
It's learning.
Yeah.
Monday, Wednesday.
Yeah.
Next match, Kez vs. Slick Willie. When's that
Oh,
happening? When's the main
jeez,
event?
yeah. When's Kez playing? Kez has actually left the building, guys. So, hang on, let me fix some of this stuff.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, defender's landing.
Hutt's gonna win. Call on it now. If he doesn't, he should just uninstall. Just play PUBG.
He will anyway, let's be real.
Alright, so game number 4 going to get started in just a moment. We're just waiting on... Oh, God, I don't want to message Ben.
Wow, Zeph shitting on the land.
Yeah, Zeph dodged the land, man.
Jeez, Zeph.
Where
were you, Zeph? You could come and join us.
You'll get replaced with this dude. And me.
Yeah.
It's all your fault that everyone has to put up with us casting.
So we've got the bigger...
Hey, is Crimson coming?
Yeah, where's Ben? I'll go get him.
Oh, there he is. Alright.
Benjamin.
Come on, Ben.
Get his walking stick for him.
So we've got the summer PSL LAN, which I'll try and find it. Where is it? I can't remember the date. Oh, here it is. Oh, nice. It's near the top. So the summer winter LAN will be on something. Some date at some point. Oh, hang on, here it is.
They announced it. Oh, sometime.
So there's a LAN number 2, which is in spring, roughly, from what I remember. We've also got a
Yeah.
What? Why am I? Oh.
Hey Ben,
Yes.
ready for the wild ride of the CBT?
Mr. Bones Wild Ride.
So we've got another LAN, which I think will be in like September,
yeah.
October, yeah. And then we've got the championship, which I believe is right at the end of the year. So
You're not talking about December, weren't they?
yeah, December sometime. I can't remember exactly. So joining the stream here now will be another expert Zerg commentator to take Chase's place. It is none other than Crimson.
I keep telling you not to use the term expert.
Well, I'm going to continue to use the term expert in that
for
case. Yeah.
Yeah. Triple captain.
All right, so sleep in and eat. I read that and I thought you said sleep in and eat cats for a minute, and I was like, uh-oh. True. I was like, why don't you eat more cats? That's the way. Anyway, so
Would you like some dim sum?
I think I'm gonna shut the stream down now. All right. Oh Jesus, what did I just do?
Oh,
Did
let's
you
read
shut
this.
the stream down?
All right, so I pressed the hotkey. It actually took me to
What are your secret Discord
my
chats?
Discord chats. Yeah. Okay, so we're here on the greatest map ever, down at the bottom left-hand side of Defender's Landing. It is Hut, and up at the top.
Do the spinny thing.
Hmm?
Do the spinny thing.
Oh,
This
do
is
the
the spinny thing.
stupid spinny thing.
There we go.
Look, guys, we're doing the spinny thing.
You got time. There's no 2x.
Just in who knows? He might do it anyway. Just just to mess with people. So Hut's here, bottom left, and KingKong top right hand side. Did you watch the first couple of games?
I watched the Abyssal one, and I don't think I've ever seen anyone take their third as like a response. And then Bane the bunkers.
I did think that Bane
Bane. I don't think Bane I was a bit confused with the Bane of the bunkers.
yeah.
Obviously, he
I
put his
have
way back into it.
I have seen people take the third as like the counter to it because you just cancel the nat and then you call.
Yeah, but then I would think droning would be like the
Well,
normal
yeah,
option
that's
kind of
that's
thing.
that's the big problem
Well,
with
you
it.
normally bust it because you need to take the natural, but
Yeah.
he already
So,
had
yeah.
one. Well, he already had one, so he didn't have to.
Yeah.
He wasn't in a hurry.
So, like, yeah, I was confused. I thought he was going to try and go across and actually bust to try and just say, you know, good luck getting past this kind of stuff. But
Hut's
yeah,
going for the OV snipe, which I think he kind of likes on defenders. I don't know if the SCV saw that overlord there, but he's probably going to find it anyway. It's going down the normal sort of path, and KingKong's gone for the hatch first, which on this map is certainly not standard anymore.
yeah, it's a bit of an ugly map.
Most people favour the gas pool just because of the short distance and the ability to keep the Reaper off your back.
Yeah, I mean, it's a bit of a map where you do have those interesting factors that go into it. From a Zerg perspective, what are the things? Because I know this one isn't one you want to try and have to deal with, but oh shit, that's good camera work. But what are you going to try and do if you do get a Terran on this map?
Well, I think one of the main things you're looking at is the middle path with the rocks. So you've got to find a way of dealing with tank pushes. You've got to deal with the short rush distance as well. So typically you're not going to see like your Mutaling Bane on this map. It is still, you know, you can still play that in the right scenario.
Unless you're David.
But more of an aggressive style tends to be quite common on this map.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Roach Ravager Timons, or I think even Hydra Bane can be useful on this map.
He
Yep.
did go Hydra Bane versus me.
He did
Yeah.
on this map.
Yep. Into Broodlords.
Oof, hell.
Unfortunately, he already lost his army by the time the Broodlords
Ah,
were
well,
out.
yeah, that sounds about right.
Oh,
It is
this is
defensive.
To the 2 fat tank push.
So, aggressive style works a little bit better, you're saying, which fits in for KingKong. He's a pretty aggressive dude. In game, obviously out of game, he wants to give everybody a hug. But apart from that, so we've got KingKong. He's grabbing his third, and he's got a couple of queens just popping out now. Going to get that creep spread started, and has just gotten back into his gas. So we do have a few lings which are poking about here at the natural of Hut. He's going to lift the CC for the moment. Needs to bring out a couple of units, I think.
Is that doing a 2-on-1?
It looks like, yeah.
Yeah. He just doesn't have very many Marines yet.
Yeah.
It's just super annoying to have to deal with this. Like, you know, that's just another little sort of nuisance that Hut's going to have to deal with trying to come back into the series.
Yeah, we'll see what he's going to be able to do here. Looks as if his stem's going to be that's going to be a touch behind the medevac there, but in fact, where is the medevac? Has he got his?
He hasn't started. There we go.
Yeah,
There we go.
There you go.
This is a little bit late on those.
Yeah, just a fraction of the, you know, tiny things. You start when you get to a point where you're down 1-2 versus KingKong, and you start to, some things may start to slip. So you got to try and just stabilize yourself and make sure that you are in that right mindset there. But his stim is just about to finish up in a few moments, and the medevacs are just coming out now. There are the Marines; they're ready to go.
And he's got a tech lab on the factory, so probably going for a tank follow-up, I think.
I think it may be a two base tank
Yeah,
follow-up.
I remember he used to do that.
So he's going to push across with the first of the medevacs here. It looks as if he will be able to pop up through the
Oh, no,
top
he's getting
side
third.
here. Yeah.
So no.
Interesting.
Yeah, so he is grabbing third command, and we'll see what he can do here with this drop, as it is heading into what. Oh, and KingKong has seen all of this, so he knows what's coming. And down come the Marines. It looks.
He doesn't have many queens, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's got them spread around.
There's a couple
so-
more. Yeah, I think it was just sort of ready to go at any sort of point where they dropped in. But it's a lot of lings now streaming out from the third base of KingKong. Will he get the surround? Not a worry, because the medevacs in the air will help out. Queens are going to plant a couple more tumors and continue on with that creep spread. But good D, I guess you could say. So
KingKong's creep spread is reasonably good, which is what you'd expect against a 2-1-1. But the one place he hasn't got the creep going is down at that choke with the rocks. And I just wonder if the eventual tank push will kind of find its spot there, if you like.
yeah.
He is trying to deny the creep at his fourth, but I mean, if there's no creep to deny those rocks, then you know,
Yeah,
we don't even
yeah.
need to be over there.
It's the really funny thing I find about playing this particular style, the 2-on-1, is that you get the Zerg players who will build a lot of queens as their defense, and then so as you know, if you can't necessarily get in there and do work against lings or drones, you go for the creep, right? But then there's a lot of queens out already, so you can just start rebuilding the creep trimmers. So it's just kind of, it's not that it's redundant, but it's just kind of funny because you sort of you're doing those sorts of things. But
he tweeted Donald Trump.
Oh no!
Oh no! We just got a report that someone took over Crimson's Twitter and has tweeted Donald Trump. So we'll have to see what the outcome of World War III with either New Zealand or Australia or perhaps the home country is at this point. Anyway, Hutt getting inside the third base, getting a decent amount of damage done. He grabs a couple of workers and should be able to get a few more as the Banes are being picked off, charging forwards to try and take care of the Queens. Will just rip apart the rest of the units here. He stimmed up quite a lot and will force it. Yeah, he's going to back out for now, but he's going to be reasonably happy with 18 worker kills at this stage.
Hey, look at the production tab.
Is he going into mech?
This guy.
Oh boy.
Don't laugh too hard. He actually did this against me in
Yeah, I watched that game.
in game 1. I know he likes 2-fac tank against mech against Hydrabane, sorry. But he's been doing this like mech switch kind of thing, and
It's funny because it started as a joke that he would go 2-on-1 into mech to buy game.
That's true, yeah.
And he just started doing it.
So he does, the the interesting switch into mech here. He's still got this double medevac out on the map, just trying to get some more harassment done. May try and snipe a couple of creep trimmers more. But KingKong getting some good spread through the middle of the map here. A couple of trimmers just pushing down through the middle. He's got a 4th hatchery on the way. And we'll see what he can do here as he wants to get that economy into a fine shape. He's at 65 workers, so definitely nothing to laugh at this stage. So.
And there goes Hart clearing up that creep on the rock path, which, I mean, when you're going into mech, this is definitely going to be one of the push paths he looks at.
Yep.
The creep also at the 4th base is kind of dissipated since Hut was continuously dropping his 2-on-1 there. But it is pretty good down the middle, so it'll be interesting to see if Hut can actually get into a position where he's ready to siege up and not take a bad fight against Hydrabane. Because it's pretty crucial just to sort of stagger your tanks and sort of siege up slowly rather than just doing a quick siege up where the Zerg can basically be out on the creep and force the Terran to siege up numerous times.
And Hutt's going to clean up the trimmers in the middle, which is really good for him. As you were sort of pointing out there, it's really... Ooh, ouch. That hurts. We all felt that one. Even the non-Terran players felt that one. But yeah, you want to try and get rid of that creep when you're playing that mech. So he's going mainly for this the Hellion and tank style. We may see if he... I don't know. I'd be interested to see. Because one thing that, if you were here on the stream before, we were talking to KingKong after his victory against Azure, and he was talking about how he noticed that a lot of people who are doing mech don't necessarily get a lot of sort of anti-air units. They'll sort of grab maybe a Thor or two, but then when mutas come out, if they aren't prepared for those mutas, you'll lose a couple of Vikings, you may lose a Thor, and we saw that exact thing happen in his match against Azure. So I'll be interested to see if Hutt took note of that kind of thing, and if he is going to throw in a couple more Thors perhaps. And
I think the scan just hit when the hive was basically finishing, so he's seen the hive and he knows he has to go really before the ultras kick into gear.
Yep.
And it's going to match up with the +2 attack, so that's going to time it pretty well for him.
He's going to get his position under the 4th look. Oh!
Pushing forwards, the Bane's rolling through. Yeah.
It wasn't
Except
terrible
he
because
didn't
he
have the
still
rest
has
of
the
the army
tank.
with him.
But I just don't know if he has the front line anymore.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
the Ling reinforcements now that are scary.
Yeah. So you can do all the like the tank spreading that you want to try and limit the the area that the Lings can attack you from. But if you don't have a few of those Hellbats at the front to actually tank the Ling damage, then you can be in quite a lot of trouble when these Lings come out. So Hydra's coming across. We do have some more units coming along for the ride on the left-hand side of the map. Banelings just rolling through. They're going to take out a large number of those tanks, but there are still quite a few tanks there, and he's going to continually reinforce this. So Hut is taking advantage of the fact that he is just ahead of his opponent in terms of counter units. The Ultras haven't started yet. There's that Spire that we were talking to Sam about before, where he tries to get those out to counter the lack of anti-air. But will it be too late this time? The Hellions pushing forwards. They've got their blue flame. There are a few random units across the map from KingKong getting some damage done. The Vikings providing that air cover for the time being. And Hut is pushing forwards. Will he be able to get this position here? Because this is the cool part about doing this style, is that if you take out this third, you can easily push up to that particular base there. I don't think he knows about... Oh, yes, he does. He does know about that one there. But units coming in from the back. And, well...
He just needs to build some libs and keep going.
Yep.
It's pretty much a perfect time from Hut. I mean, the scan to see the hive was pretty crucial. I think he was planning to move out anyway. KingKong was a little bit late on his Vipers. He seemed to have his hive for a good 30 seconds to a minute before he started on his Vipers, and you really need the blinding cloud or at least the ducks just to pull apart the tank positioning, and instead he just kind of went in with the Banes. And
He also had half his army off to the left of that when he did that.
Exactly, yeah. So.
Yeah. And here come the Blue Flame Hellions in to kill off this base on the left. I think this one is going to go the way of Hut, and we're going to have a 2-2 tied series here at the PSL Winter LAN. Mutas are on the way from KingKong. He's got 14 mutas in production, but I have a funny feeling that it's not going to matter when his worker count has been reduced below 20 at this stage, as the last of the workers go down inside the main base. He's just...
the mutas.
There they go. They're popping out to say hello. They will kill off the tanks and the Hellbats, but not enough. Down goes KingKong in game number 4. It is a tied series here at the PSL, and what a way to finish it off. We've got the best of 5 is chosen by admins. Effectively, we decided to choose that. So Hut started with a 1-game lead. So it is a very, very close series right now. What do we think, lads?
Do we know the map for the last game?
That's what I'm interested in.
I know there's Aya, Odyssey, and something else left.
And did they veto anything?
I think they...
Out of the last 3 maps, they vetoed 2, but I don't know which one.
Right.
It was one of them.
I think Hut would have vetoed Odyssey.
Yeah?
Well, he did against me, so...
I normally go for that.
I think it'll be a fairly even map. It seems like they covered off the... as the game just decides it doesn't want to exist anymore.
Yeah.
It's a good map for counters, which KingKong's been doing quite a lot.
Yeah, I think... I don't think defenders... Despite that aggressive kind of nature of the map, I don't think KingKong's ZVT is necessarily that way. Like his ZVZ, you would say, is aggressive, but his ZVT isn't necessarily.
He tends to counter a lot and
counters more so than aggression, so I think defenders probably doesn't suit him very well. So I think he'll have better chances on whatever the final map is.
But they're both also good Hydra Bane maps, which he's been doing a bit. Or Lingban Muta. All Zerg stuff.
Say the game is running even though it's not.
Yeah, I think...
You dead?
We killed it.
There we go. I think the PC is just getting a bit weird, guys. Sorry about the lag.
What's going to die first, me or the PC?
You outlive all computers.
That's true.
Alright, there we go. We should be okay now, guys. Don't panic. In fact, we didn't even drop any frames. I think it was just the net going a bit strange, and then the computer decided to conk out for a bit. We're just slowly getting back into StarCraft. Anyway, so we'll find out what the 5th map is in just a second. And, are you serious? This is still loading? So depending on the map, do we think it's depending on the map, it's going to be either KingKong wins this one?
Well, I think they're both good for Zerg.
Yep.
You would say that.
Yeah, no, they are. Come on, they are. They're definitely the Zerg maps left.
Oh, they are, yeah. I'll give you that much. I mean, Hut vetoed Ascension and Odyssey against me. Which...
Wait, is Proxima... They haven't done Proxima yet, have they?
Maybe it will be Proxima.
No.
Did KingKong get a veto? Because I think they would have vetoed that
well, they would have played 4 maps, so I don't know exactly how they would have done it.
I think Hut gets 2 and KingKong 1?
That would make sense.
Yeah. We'll see in a second.
I'm not going to find out.
Alright, okay, I think we can hear it. It might be Ascension as our final map.
It's Ascension.
Yeah, we got it.
Well, so Ascension, pretty good Zerg map, very
Yeah, a little
open.
bit. You can't mech on it though.
Yeah, yeah.
What are they saying?
They're just playing around with Silverbeat.
When have I ever built Reapers? Come on.
Alright. We're just waiting on the players are just setting up the final map. Then we'll hop into it. Ben Lamb if he is just below the camera. What? What does that even mean? Someone was asking before, is that real Seether? Yes it is. I can confirm.
Really?
It's fake Seether.
Someone said real Chase.
Yeah.
That was David, so I should
Yeah.
know who Chase is.
And it is real me. You can see on my shirt. Hang on. Let's make sure. See?
The real
Yeah.
duck.
Oh, what's wrong side? That side.
This is quite an impressive effort to show off a shirt.
There you go.
Where's yours?
What?
Where's your shirt?
I don't have
Why are
one.
you shirtless?
I'm teamless. There's no
Seether has
jacket.
no shirt on. I've just superimposed a shirt on him. So you guys, yeah, you
I was
can't
getting a bit weirded out.
you can't see the six pack, guys. Sorry. Anyway, what are they doing?
Chilling, drinking.
Just chilling out, yeah.
I think KingKong's in the game now.
Oh, there we go. All right. So we'll hop into game number 5 in just a moment here. If you're wondering what is on the line for this particular series, we've got a lot of points.
Points.
We've got a lot of
We love
money.
points.
I find it really interesting. There's 1,000 points there. It's going to be a lot when you consider.
What's the totals at the moment?
Well-
It is a lot of points.
What the?
I do wonder if they're
They're
going to
gonna take
revise the
first.
points.
I know. I was kind of like,
Ridiculous.
perhaps we might need to.
I
You
think they
know,
might want to half them. I mean, there's going to be a lot more monthlies, obviously.
we might.
But there's
Yeah.
going to be 2 lands, so...
Yeah, so
No.
there's the spring land. Well, the thing is, I'm pretty sure the championship is based on the points. So there's no points at the championship.
No, that wouldn't
So-
make sense.
That'll
yeah.
be for the seeding and
Seeding,
stuff.
yeah.
Yeah, but for the second land later on,
Being
yeah,
in the top 16 make it.
I just wonder if they could do with half in the points, but we'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Anyway, so we're just starting up our 5th game. You probably heard the countdown. It is going to be the wonderful Ascension to Aya. If this switches, there we go. So it is 2-2. This is the final match between these two epic players here. Of course, we haven't seen one of them for quite a while. The other one has been reviving himself over the past 6 months. I've been really impressed with his games at the monthly PSL matches. As I was mentioning to the guys just before, we've seen...
What did they say?
Sorry, just the face I was pulling.
Oh,
I was mentioning to the guys before, I went on a little walk with Hut when we went to get some food, and he was saying he was feeling pretty confident. He's had a good run. He's feeling pretty confident in his play, and it's certainly shown here and through those previous PSLs where he's made the round of 8 pretty much each time. And we'll see how he goes here in this final match of the day here at Zen Gaming Lounge down in Melbourne. If you're here for the next LAN, or in fact you should be here for the next LAN. Nem, I expect to see you here, and Wally and everybody else better be here. Down in the bottom right, he has been doing an awesome job through his brackets. He started out, had a little bit of trouble, went down to the lower bracket, and has now fought his way all back up to the top. It is KingKong. And at the top left-hand side, as our Terran player, who has pretty much, he's stayed in the upper bracket the entire time, doing really well, it is Hut. And, well, we'll see what happens here.
stuff.
Yeah. Bit of as we were just saying, bit of an open map. As a Zerg player, Ben, how do you feel?
This is my favourite map.
Yep.
I would have to say.
Over Odyssey?
Yeah, I just love. I don't know why, but yeah, this just. I wouldn't say it's the best map. I think Odyssey's probably slightly better, but this one favours me more. Just the counter attack potential and the distance obviously is super helpful. You've got different options for bases, so you're not really penciled in as to how you're going to expand. You know, you can react to what the Terran or whatever the race is, other race is doing. And yeah, it's also a good muta map even now, I think. So I don't know a Zerg who doesn't like playing mutas, unless they're European, of course. So yeah, just in general, I like it as a map, and I like it as a Zerg map. But I do think Terran has decent shouts on it. Mech is obviously quite popular
because the
now.
middle area is pretty choky. Kind of split it off and get 5 bases.
Yeah, you can get in here. The watchtowers obviously provide you with a lot of vision, that sort of stuff.
Sniped.
And he's going for it again. I think, did he get the Overlord in Defenders, or?
I don't think he did, no. And KingKong's kind of lucky that there's this, maybe not lucky,
the watchtower, though.
Exactly, yeah, so he may even get the second one if he has vision of that. I'm not sure he does. I don't think he'll go for it.
You can't get there anyway.
Are coming out on the map anyway.
Yeah, I wonder if he could go just behind the watchtower and deal with those wings. Maybe not.
Well, if it's
He only goes 6, doesn't he?
Well, it's more than 6.
It's
8.
So
Yeah, he's got
maybe
8.
not then.
He has been doing these very aggressive openings with 8 to 10 lings at the start, and also having speed. And he's caught a couple of people out by doing that style. Of course, we even saw that on the Abyssal game. No, not the Abyssal. Was it the Abyssal game? No, sorry, that was Abyssal versus Azure. Anywho, so the lings do come across. They're going to see what they could do. Maybe be able to.
Is that
what?
bugged? It looks like he was trying to get the SCV, but
yeah,
the pathing was...
That was strange. I'm like, this isn't Brood War. You don't do weird pathing like that. But he is going to put some pressure on here. He's kept some of the wings back, yeah. Just sort of keeping them back.
Trying to trick the Hellions.
Trying to snipe him, yeah.
Not really enough links to do that.
Nah.
It would be...
It's a funny depot position.
Yeah.
It kind of doesn't do anything.
I think he wants to start the wall off, but he doesn't want to build it out in the open.
Yeah.
But he's got
But
3
it doesn't add to
Hellions,
the
so I
wall,
don't
does it?
understand. I'm gonna have to talk to him about this one.
He's gonna supply drop that one and
Or
use
he's
it as bait.
Like an idiot, mate.
Yeah. Just supply drop it right now and then just watch.
You'll see massive widow mines on the cliff or something.
True Hut tactics. That's why he was really confident when he was talking to me about it.
So KingKong going for this Roach Warren, and if
He did this with me too.
if he wasn't getting the layer, I would think it was the Ravager Ling bust, but seems like he is going for that quick layer and just going into Roach upgrades. Interesting he's chosen this map to do this build. I didn't see the first 2 games of the series, but did he actually do Roach, Ravager, and Fester on any of them?
No, I think it must be just because a lot of Terrans, especially on Korea, go for that 8 Hellbat medevac drop. And
True, yeah, so maybe it's just a response to that, because he did also do this against
It's kind of a
Azure in
blind
his
counter.
first series
Yeah.
against Azure. And he did a Ling run by that was kind of ill-advised.
So there is going to be Cloak. The funny you mentioned Hellbats because there is an armory about to complete here for Hut, and
He's got reactive marines too.
Yeah. So it's kind of it's a bit all over the place with all those, but we'll see what he gets done. There's a couple of Hellions across the map getting a little bit of work to clear out some of these lings. The Viking has done a pretty good job of clearing out the Overlords as well. Let's just there's lots of clearing going on basically because now. We can see there's no vision for KingKong, which is a bit of a scary thing for him.
This Roach push out is really odd. I guess he's just trying to pick off Hellions or something like that. But
And
this
fake
run
an
by
attack
and then
or
an
something.
attack at the foe could do a lot of
Does he have
damage.
any units?
Oh, is that fully
got a
walled? It
queen.
is, yeah.
There's some lings and a queen, yeah. Not
Some,
really too much there.
Old school wall off.
Yep.
He needs 3 bows.
People seem to rarely do wall offs like that now. I don't
Yeah,
know.
I haven't seen anything like
I don't know why, because it seems like such a logical thing to do against Hellions.
Especially when you know they're coming. Like he'd
Especially with
known
roaches,
they were
'cause
coming for
they're
quite a
slow.
while.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
But We are going to get the standard bio play. There's not going to be any mech here, unless he does probably the worst mech you've ever seen. Double eBay. We've got the... where are those... Is he... Ooh, okay. Banshee inside the main is going to be able to get a little bit of damage done just off to the side. Of course, the Spore does provide that detection. No Spore inside the natural, though. Should be able to snipe down a couple of these drones, targeting a Ling, actually. But
where the Overseer is morphing, because that would pretty much spell the end of this.
Overseer just coming in from the third base. Should be... Ooh, nah.
That's going to go down.
Now he gets it. Down goes the Banshee there. The Viking getting another kill. There is a second Banshee across at the third base. Not really getting as much done. Total worker kills is 6 for Hut. And KingKong has just done a little scout through. Sees that all that bio is on the way.
That's a pre-7-minute hive.
It is
This is like full Europe style.
Yeah.
Yep. So Raven coming in from Hut. He's going to continue on with the bio production. 1-1 is almost halfway done. Stim, similar position for that as well. And he's done a little bit of damage, but not really a huge amount. So, you know, we'll see what happens.
I think this is a smart build against Hut. I mean, I don't know if KingKong's tailored that specifically for him, but it's just... I think Hut tends to lean towards 2-2 pushes. He is very, like, always worried about the quick hives, but I'm not sure he's actually going to be... Oh, wow. Perfect scan again. Second game in a row.
Yeah. Really good scan. So he's going to see that coming in, and let's see what he does to adjust to this. So you've just scanned that, Seether. What do you do?
Kill them with 2-2 or before.
Yep.
I don't know the exact time.
So yeah. So we look to a push and try and get out there before any of those hive advantages start to kick in. And so there's 9 more roaches on the way. There are the Ravagers.
You could also look to doing Doom drops because roaches are slow and he's expanding vertically, which is quite
I don't think he's got any infestors, does he?
not yet.
No.
That's kind of interesting. I would have thought he would at least push 2 in or something. But I guess he's just going to, like... I think he knows if he wins this one engagement cleanly, and because there's not
He's
a
up
lot
50
of bio...
supply.
Yeah, he doesn't actually need fungal here. What he needs is just, like, overwhelming
Oh.
numbers. Oh, that's going to hurt.
Hut walks into the bile. Perhaps not the best decision.
Hut still hasn't started his 2-2 either. He's going for a
Yeah,
4th.
yeah. He's he is 2. Interesting.
Someone's saying no combat shields. So.
Actually, yeah, that's true. No combat shields is as he is lacking that upgrade there. The Marines, they're not gonna have the greatest fights here. As Hut's just completely forgotten about combat shields. He's got his stim, he's got everything else, but just doesn't have the combat shields. He's got +1 on his Marines just starting up now, but where is that combat shields? Lots of Ravagers, lots of Roaches here for KingKong. He does have 2-2, well, melee and Carapace on the way, so he's not perfectly optimized for what he's got, but that's not a problem because we're going straight up to Ultras, as you can see on the production tab there. And well, let's see what Hut's going to do. There's the combat shields, realizes that he's missed out on one of those very important upgrades, and pushing forwards is Hut trying to secure the high ground in the middle of the map.
I think it may be a little bit of pressure as well. It seems like he swapped out with the Carapace for the bio as well. I wonder if that's just a response to him knowing that he's not going to get that 2-2 push in against what KingKong's doing, and he's swapping over to the Libs and just spending the gas there. I think it's the correct decision to go into Libs rather than try and do this push, because I don't think this push has any hope of doing anything really, any game-ending damage. It's just too quick of a hive. I think you just have to play more of a reactive, not necessarily defensive, but less of a timing-based style.
And we can see a couple of links from KingKong just pushing inside the third of Hut, but Hut sees the opening and is going to clean out what was an attempted 5th base here for KingKong. But there are a lot of units now streaming through the top of the map, lots of Lings, and these guys without their combat shields are going to have a little bit of an interesting fight, but they suddenly find the combat shields. They've got that extra health and should be able to take care of that very, yeah, exactly. They do finish that up just in time.
That went really well for Hut, but he hasn't got the planetary finished, so that's going to be a little bit of a problem.
Yeah, just morphing it in now. May be able to get a couple of units across to save the day.
This is going to be really close.
Yeah.
Hut only get +2 attack?
Yes, yeah, you forgot Carapace.
Armor's just coming now.
Carapace, what are you on?
That's what I call it, man.
Yeah, those Marine Carapaces. Big drop inside the main base.
Wow,
double
Oh,
drop.
the Ultra.
And we'll get the Ultra Cap, and 3 Ultras already on the way. Did
he have his
chitinous plating did finish. But the first of the Ultras do pop out,
Going for
and
the
they will
bane
help
too.
clean it up. Does he get the bane nest? Nice.
Seems like Hutch just kind of sprung into action in the last few minutes and really put the pressure back on.
He may have seen that, King Kong's just like, let's take all the bases. Let's just do something about it.
You do have to be quite proactive when there's roaches out on the map.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
Do you have
drops
any
are certainly
medevacs?
helpful.
Medevac count is reasonably low, I think.
1.
Yeah, 1.
Oof.
Well,
shocking.
he's just lost 2, so the medevac count is a little bit scary.
Here come extra starports though, and is that a fusion core?
Fusion core.
It is a fusion core.
Double is for range, I think.
Yep, lib range
I reckon you
probably.
go battle cruisers.
I'd like to see it.
I would
Me
as
too.
well. There's a liberator getting a
I don't know
couple
how
good
you'd pull it
hits
off on
here.
this map though.
No, I
It'd
don't
be
think
fun.
it'll work.
Now, interestingly, he will lose those units across to the side, but he's going to stop this base from mining. Got that drop is going to continue on. There's a big push through the middle. Should be able to
Did you
take
just
out the
walk them
Satchel, I
across?
think. Yeah,
Wow.
that was walked across, but
Something
they
to do with
are
needs.
going to go down.
It seems like he's just trading off the supply now though and going into a more heavy
Going for a tank lib
tank
army.
lib,
Yeah, tank lib is coming up.
Would you normally go into ghosts at this point as well?
I think
Although
It's
he
kind
knows
of weird
he's-
on this map. 'Cause when you
Yeah.
go to Ghost, you're playing for like split map weight efficiency, but it's a bit hard for Terran to split this map, I think.
yeah. Looks as if he's just going to continue on grabbing some liberators. We'll see the lib range start shortly, as there is a tech lab on that starport, which is the only one with the tech lab. So he's just sort of roaming about the map at the moment.
I'd kind of like Hut to take those gases at his fourth. He's been struggling for gas kind of the whole game, and to do that lib transition, he's basically had to forgo his upgrades a little bit. He's only really just getting into +3 attack now.
Yep.
And his
He's
armor
looking at push in now.
is still not started.
Isn't where's the lib range?
Here comes the Ghost
There's
Academy.
there's a Ghost Academy, and despite getting the fusion core, he's just like, no, I'm gonna. I think to your point about the gas, he can't really afford the lib range right now, so he's just gonna plant these libs down all in the same spot, so the Biles are gonna have a lot of fun taking that down. Perhaps not the best
It's a good
decision from
engagement
Hut there.
for
Yeah.
Whoa,
it
whoa.
was a good engagement for Hut, I thought, until
Until
the
that
move
happened.
commanded.
yeah, that's a little bit unfortunate.
And
Tank
the
up.
He's
tanks
still
are
up
gonna
on
go down
supply.
with that.
He's got to
yeah.
drop up the top.
I mean, aside from that move command, Hut's been really punishing these outside bases, and KingKong struggled to kind of take the map. I would like to see Hut take another base, but the question is which one. I mean, now
I
he's
think he's
lost
going
that
to go for
army.
the front one.
Yeah, I
if he
think
can ever secure it.
I think if he can secure that and just keep this lib tank army rolling, he can get a front line, and he's certainly still in this.
Loving the lib harassment. As you mentioned, he's really punishing some of these outside bases based on the fact that this
There's no
army
defense.
is pretty tough to mobilize around the map. There's reasonable spread. We're not saying that there's bad spread of creep or anything, but it's just that it's a slow army anyway, even when you do have the creep. So King Kong decides to split up some of the roaches, send them across to the third base, and does get a pretty sizable amount of damage done. Both players have killed over 30 workers each. The Liberator's protecting the wrong sort of area at the moment. But
That's pretty good in terms of a roach trade. Like
Yeah.
he's just looking to trade
You'd be
off
happy
the
with
supply
that,
there.
yeah,
And, you know, Hut's now down at 43 workers is I guess the thing that we're missing.
yeah.
You know, he probably wants a little bit more, but obviously if he can get to that big 200 army that only
finally
has
going
sort of
for
50
lib range.
workers.
There it is. And now this is another sort of gas that's lost here at this point. He's now not mining inside the main, probably the point where you want to switch that orbital up. Even if you take a risk and send it down here, if you may lose it after a couple of minutes, but you know, if you can get that extra mining going, it's probably worth it.
Kind of surprised we didn't see Vipers earlier, but then it can be quite hard to control, you know, a whole bunch of caster units and alongside infestors. All the Terrans and Tossers are probably laughing at me right now, but it's true.
But what?
But
We struggle
Hut's
with
bleeding
guys.
libs here. He's just given away 3 Liberators and just...
Looks like
and it's going to be
4.
4 now. Or not.
Run.
Ooh.
Oh,
wow.
That is like the worst fit in the Zerg.
Ooh. Well, he made up for it in the end, so we do have an interesting little a group of
Still
units
adding
here.
workers.
It actually has a bigger army at the moment still.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
But I think King Kong's now building that bank again, and Hutt's really getting punished for only having 43 workers. It wouldn't be so bad if he had more CCs, but he just doesn't have the number. So the mule count isn't there. His gas problems are kind of relieved now, but now he's got a mineral problem. He still doesn't have +3 carapace. I don't think he'll get that now, because really the majority of his army is in this tank lib, or at least the majority of the army that he expects to live through some fights.
Yeah.
It's a good drop.
And yeah, that's a really good drop. He's going to deny mining at that base and kill off the hatchery, then run away. He's going to get in here. He's looking to go for the hive, and I don't think he'll be able to get it. There's just a few too many units now rolling in. He's going to attempt to do the pulp, run in and snipe it, but not going to happen. King Kong's had enough of that. Snipes down the Medivacs, and now we see a pretty sizable force now pushing through the top of the map. What's to clear out some of the creep?
They're all yellow still.
Yeah.
I really
Medevac
think
count.
Is that a Marauder skin?
I think Mix and
What
Brutal's
the-
in now.
look at
Is
fire
there is there a Great Spire right now? Because I don't think
Or
there
on
is.
Warhounds.
Nah, no Great Aspire.
Yeah, I really think Broodlord switch at this point might be worth looking at going into, even if you don't necessarily stay with the Broodlords, because there are a lot of starports. It seems like both players are kind of
You can't
in
afford
this
to
awkward
mass
middle ground
Vikings
now.
or anything though.
Exactly, so you're kind of punishing the Terran's lack of economy.
Even
But he
just a
wouldn't
few so I
necessarily
can't see
he wouldn't
you.
he wouldn't necessarily know that Terran is struggling for resources though.
So we've got King Kong re-securing this base up at the top right-hand side. I'm pretty sure that's died like 5 times.
There is
And,
the Great Spire as well.
Yeah, and he's got another base towards the top. As Crimson pointing out, we've got a Greater Spire just morphing in right now. And Hutt's just securing a base down on the bottom left-hand side. I think it's really interesting thing about this is we're in the 5th game. There's quite a lot on the line, as we pointed out, with the points, hilariously. Perhaps the players getting a little bit perhaps hesitant about
I think
pushing
so.
in and actually finishing off.
But I don't think either of them has really put
That-
too
yeah.
many steps wrong either. I think they're just both playing for positioning.
Yeah.
Hutt really kicked into gear, you know, basically once he got maxed, he really kicked into gear. You know, he sniped the Ultra Den and the Bane Nest, and he picked off the bases. Now he's kind of turtled back into that that mode of he really needs to go up to higher tech, which is what he's done.
Yep.
Interested now, he's finally decided to get +3 armor.
So that's one, yeah, we were talking, I think,
I think that's more nerves as well, that one.
well, Caesar and I think I guess was talking about it as well. It's for Terran there's a bit of a point where you don't necessarily need that straight away.
You
Is
can't
that?
afford it sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that was the case where he didn't have the gas to actually.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it was
that
it was
got
yeah
all
it was
out.
back at that point where he was switching into the libs and just sort of didn't really have the gas to get the upgrades and such. And now big push from King Kong pushing through the top side of the map here. A lot of the this is a reasonable amount of production here. Not to mention the double starport, the fusion cores here. Not that really matters, but there are some racks here as well. The Corruptor's going to town on the leftover...
Blinding Cloud.
Oh, jeez. Yeah, the Blinding Cloud on the ramp is probably the worst thing you'd have to deal with right now.
Don't think he's going to go in there though. I think
Nah.
he'll just
Oh,
back
No,
out.
you
of there.
can't. Yeah, the libs should be able to control that.
He
Good
doesn't
fundals.
have any medevacs to heal up again.
Nah, nah.
Because he's doing libs constantly.
Yeah.
I think this is where we're going to see that Broodlord switch. King Kong's like basically just traded down there. He's punished Hutt's economy even further. Hutt's only at 40 workers now, and he's just traded an army off. So I'd be very surprised not to see at least some Broodlords. I think you only need probably about 6 to 8, really, just to put the Terran under the pump.
Yeah.
Interesting now that King Kong kind of kicked into a multitask, kind of multi-prong attack. Now that Terran's trying to slow the game down, but he's only done it once, and it doesn't look like he's doing it again. Wonder if he might just bane some of these outside bases. He's pissing on it.
Oh dear.
It's probably the most King Kong thing I've ever seen.
The Zerg Heart of the Swarm Oracle.
He's still doing so much damage.
Yeah, Chad's actually bringing up a really good point in that 2 of the starports went down in that push.
Yep.
Broodlord switch now would be painful for Terran.
Yeah, that'd be pretty huge.
Josh
So.
unlock.
So now we can see this pretty interesting mishmash army here from King Kong. He's got those the Banelings, a couple of leftover Ravagers from basically the start of the game are here, and
Bottom
those
left.
overlords. And yeah, we've got double attacks going on. Hut's pushing in through the top, does take out the hatchery. It is cleaned up though. The one Ultra pushing through onto the planetary fortress, not having the best of times, as this CC is getting a bit low.
I think that's gone. Nuke it.
Oh no!
That's gone.
Don't lose it. That's the main.
Now there's an attack at the place where the starports was again.
There's nothing left there.
There were starports.
Except now there's not really much.
Oh no, the
to
fusion
it.
core.
Is he
It won't be
pissing
able to
on
go
the-
BC.
He's pissing on the fusion core, guys.
No!
Fusion core.
I never thought I'd see this in my life. A fusion core be killed by corruptors. I'm kind of glad.
It's happened. Getting a couple of snipes off there. One of the ghosts up the top. Not really able to do much more than that. But Ling's now pushing into the bottom edge of the map. Going to switch into Banes. This is going to be pretty huge.
I think this is the plan for KingKong now. He just looks to build this bank even more, pick off bases, and then do this big Broodlord switch when Terran just can't respond, when they don't have the resources, they don't have the infrastructure.
Yeah.
He must know now that Terran's starting to bleed economy. I don't know if he's going to get this, but even that is a fairly worthwhile trade at this stage.
That's good to get that out of the way. You were sort of mentioning the economy for Hut is really struggling at this point. He's struggling with his minerals and the gas at the same time now. He's going to be contending with some pretty sizable upgrades over on the Zerg side of the map. There's the 7 Corruptors. That's going to be 7 Broodlords very soon.
I mean, he already has Corruptors out on the map. He still hasn't gone into Broods. I wonder if he's just going to stick with... There we go.
There it is.
There's the 10.
10. Not bad.
Just slightly slow, and he kind of got caught on the top of the map. I don't actually know where he's morphing those in. It'd be interesting to see. And there's just no anti-air, really.
So they're sort of in the middle of the map, and yeah, he's...
another attack at that planetary at the front.
Looks like some Ultras are going to come here. Not really going to be able to do much. There is a Liberator to provide some support. The SCVs are going to be chopped down.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to push Hut under 40 workers again.
Yep.
So
not enough to kill off the planetary, but it does the job. So we can see the Broodlords now flapping their way through the middle of the map, and Hut with a little bit of his patented patrol splits.
I think if he just masses Corruptors now, there's no way that Zerg can lose that amount of Broodlords.
Yep.
Not when the Terran economy's like this.
Here he comes, and Hut's going to see this slowly approaching him. That ghost scream, of course, maybe the scream we hear from Hut, and the fungal coming in. Down go the main forces at this base here. The hatchery's gone, but perhaps so is Hut, as the last of the Zerg units just retreat. He does lose another hatchery up the top. This is one thing he can do as a Terran, is just try and avoid the Broodlords, but when they are continually roaming about the map, it's pretty hard to keep those bases alive when you have all those Broodlings raining down on you. Hut attempting to rebuild his bio army. He's got his 3-3. There's lots of Lings floating about the map, along with some Changelings as well. But
I don't think even I can trickle this army.
No. I don't know. I think this is going to be a slow death, as the death slowly approaches here in form of Broodlords.
Blinding Cloud as well.
Just dropping down the cloud. Down come the Banelings. Down go the last few.
Mind you, the Snipers picked up a fair few.
Yeah,
In
the
fact,
Morris will cover
wow.
from
What?
the roads.
Wow.
So that just
was
happened.
insane. He just sniped down all the Broods. I don't think it's going to be enough,
He's
but it was
actually
incredible,
close
really.
to an army supply.
I
If he
think-
loses all this,
Yeah, I think he's going to be careful.
he's still going to.
He does have a big bank, but that was a lot.
It was sort of
It was worse than it needed to be.
unneeded.
I think he
it was
needed a
just
ground
unneeded.
army when he actually engaged.
Just
he
some
didn't have a ground
infestors would
army.
have
Yeah,
stopped everything happening.
2 or 3 infestors, or even just some ultras underneath to take out the ghosts.
Yep. So he's rebuilding. There's the 7 Broodlords I mentioned. So he's going to morph them in right now. That will hurt the Corruptor count a little bit, but that's not really going to matter when there aren't really many Vikings up in the sky.
This time he has the ground army underneath it. I think he's clicked on that there's not going to be any Vikings in this game.
Yeah. So
He's losing the
Where's
top
the-
base again.
Yeah.
going to push in here, clear out this one. There are...
I don't think you should care about the top side anymore. I think when you have a Broodlord army, you want to expand with that army.
Yeah.
You know, you can't force it up and down the map like he's trying to do.
Well, you move into that Terran mode where you're expanding towards your opponent so that
it's
you can
the rare
keep your army...
occasion Zerg does that.
Yeah, where you keep your army with the expansions basically, and the Lings now just getting in there, wreaking havoc all over the supply depots here, dropping down Hut's max supply to 140. That may hurt him in the long run, as the Broodlings slowly chomping away at the few ghosts and marauders that were left over there on the right-hand side of the map. Well,
I'd still like to see a couple more ultras from KingKong. It doesn't make sense that he's got this big bank and he's not really spending it. I can kind of see the idea of holding onto it and seeing what units you need after every engagement. But if you're not maxed, it doesn't seem like the most efficient way to go about things. Like if he just gets some Banes, some ultras to go with these Broodlords, how are the ghosts ever going to get close enough?
Yep.
Again, looking for the starports. You won't get that one though.
Yeah, it tries to target it down. It is in the red, so depending on if Hut actually remembers to repair this could get a bit interesting. Hut looking to take the what used to be his third base many moons ago. As the Broodlords push in, we're going to get a snipe out of one of the ghosts, but is there enough left over on the ground? I don't think there's enough ghosts to
There's the fungal.
really help out here. Yeah, and there are those fungals able to snipe from down underground and then up in the air as well. This looks to be the end of Hut as the last of his forces are falling apart here. His worker count down to 39. The Broodlord's going to town on this planetary fortress. And Hut's, he's got problems all over the map. The starport is now gone. He's got Lings inside of his main
Somehow
base.
he's still trying to kill that top base
Yeah.
again, but I don't think he's going to get it this time.
He's got units there. I saw that flashing on the map, but I was like, oh god, what does it even matter at this point? And the Broodlords...
KingKong going for drones now.
Yep, just the old, you need drones, man. You need to resupply, get that army back into the economy back into effect here while you're killing your opponent and peeing on the planetary fortress.
Maybe it's for mana hatches.
Yeah.
Do you think he would?
I don't think he
think
would.
he comes to time.
I can't see it.
He's
no.
too nice of a guy. So, planetary fortress just trying to hold up as best as he can here. There are a couple of infestors in a bit of an unfortunate spot, but it looks as if oh my god, that silver beat is hilarious. The Bailing's now rolling in with the rest of the forces. Here we go, that is it. The GG, well played, and congrats from Hut. KingKong is your victor of the Probe StarCraft League Winterland here at Zen Gaming Lounge.
What a way to end.
What a
Great game at
finish!
the end.
What a finish! That was it. Yeah, it was a
Can't
crazy
ask for
game.
much more than that. 3-2 in the best of 5 final. A half an hour game to end. So.
I know. Yeah, it was interesting because it was sort of, there were bits and pieces of that final game where we were kind of like, there are these sorts of things that can be done a little bit better. This was done really well, and it just kept transitioning through the game where one of the players was doing something really well, and then the other one did something really well, and then you just started to see that, I think some of the transitions were just lacking there for Hut at the end when he missed out on some of the medevacs. They couldn't.
And that move command.
Yeah,
You had control of the game before that.
Yeah.
Oh,
KingKong.
look at
Here he
this.
is.
Can't have interview.
We'll have KingKong come in and have a quick word.
Careful that chair, by the way. It's going to go
Jump in
sitting
that
flying.
one.
Careful of this one.
Yep.
Just be safe on that chair. Here he is. So, here he is. He's the winner. So, what did you think? How was that series? Was it a good series with Hut?
Oh yeah, it's a good game.
It was pretty good games.
Yeah, it's very hard.
We enjoyed that last game. Was very fun. It was very tense.
Yeah,
it was
very tight.
it was hard to see who was going to win, but
Yeah.
where Hut made a couple of small mistakes, and then you started switching into the Broodlords again, and started doing a really good job. So, were there any parts in that last game?
Yeah.
Were there any times where you were scared you were going to lose?
Oh yeah.
Because
When he came to the is the main unit.
Yeah.
My full base.
Yeah.
I couldn't have the full base for a long time.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I'm very scary.
it was hard. He kept attacking the top bases.
Yeah.
And then he was stopping you from having a fourth, and then he was stopping you from having a fifth base as well. It was a really cool game. We got to see a lot of different units. We even saw him building some ghosts to try and snipe. When you sent all your Broodlords across, and then you had the blinding cloud on the ground, and then all the Broodlords died anyway.
Oh yeah.
What were you thinking when that happened?
I never expected Ghost is so strong.
Yeah, well, because
So when I lost all of my Broodlord, I feel I lost the game.
Yeah.
But at the moment,
I already attacked his many SCB. I thought about his no money.
Yep.
So I just I don't want to attack. Just protect and then have a hatchery and make money. I just protect. I make the border again.
Yep. And I mean that a big part of the game was where he had some he had 2 starports here.
Yeah.
And you killed off the 2 starports, and then because he couldn't make the Vikings,
Yeah.
he had a lot of trouble getting a counter for your broodlords. So he had the ghosts, which did okay.
Yeah, I think
but without Vikings as well, it's very hard to deal with that. So I think that was a really big point where you killed that off. And you even were you trying to come in and kill the starport, or was that just random?
I killed
or
first.
you were going for it?
I'm very scared Viking.
Yeah, that's right. They are pretty scary when they get out there. But there they are. Your broodlords did a good job.
Yeah.
That was a really good series. So it was good fun to watch that. So, yes, some of the fans here in the chat. But yeah, so you've won the PSL Winter LAN for 2017. So we're gonna have what do you reckon we have another LAN that's coming up in September.
Yeah.
Do you reckon you'll come down and say hello at that one? Maybe?
I hope so, but
Maybe?
I have to go back to Korea to join the military service.
Oh, right,
Yeah,
right,
this is
right.
my last game competition in Australia.
Oh,
After
okay.
I finish the military service,
Yep.
I'm back and
Yep.
I will get a PR first.
Yep.
And I back to the pro gamer again.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. So, did you what was I gonna say? I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh yeah, I remember you were doing a chef course, weren't you?
Yeah, I
Are
already
you
become a
still doing
chef.
it?
Yeah.
You're still doing it?
Yeah.
Have you finished, or are you still doing the course?
I already graduate.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow, well
Yeah, I
done.
become a chef.
So you're gonna come back, and you're gonna be a chef, and
Yeah.
you're gonna come to our lands, and you're gonna have some fun.
Yeah, I
Excellent.
hope so. Yeah.
Excellent. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
That'll be fun. Okay. Well, is there anything you want to say to the guys on stream?
Thank you for watching the stream until now, and thank you for supporting my team as well.
That's right. That's
Yeah.
right. We had a lot of the SYF players here,
Yeah.
and it was a lot of fun. So it was good to see you all. And all right, well, that'll be it from us. We're gonna sign out from here. I believe if you are in Melbourne, there are a couple. I have to go home because I got a couple of things to do, but. Some of the players are going to be going out to they may be going out for some Korean barbecue, I'm not sure. But they're going to go have some dinner. So if you'd like, feel free to contact them directly on Twitter. Of course, a big shout out to Oceanic StarCraft and OSC for helping to sponsor the event. And of course, Probe for helping out to get the event set up, and you will have your prize money next week once Probe comes back from Germany.
Yep.
So make sure talk to Eddie if he doesn't have it. Give Eddie your PayPal email so that Probe can send you the money. Okay. So big shout out to Eddie who has helped to organize the tournament, because originally it was just going to be me, and I was like, I'm too scared to organize everything. So shout out to Runamuck and Eddie for helping me out. Big shout out to our friends here in the chat who have come along to watch some of the stream. I've learned a lot about the stream as well, so make sure you we will be making things even better for the next LAN, which should be in September. Look at the love here. As
buddy.
we'll have a quick couple of words with Hut just to. What did you think of that final game? We were loving that last one. That was an awesome game to watch.
Yeah, it's so hard, man.
It was back and forth, and then it was really cool.
I don't know. There's like no timer you can hit versus that. As soon as I saw the fast hive, I knew exactly what I was in for.
Yep.
Yeah, it's really awkward to play versus that as Terran because it just feels like you can't attack. You just have to like hope they attack into like liberated ghost position at like your 5th or whatever. But yeah, I mean I tried my best, but this guy's.
He's good.
Came back for one event, stealing our money again, then going away. So
Next revenge match.
I know.
After finish military service.
So Brisbane was 3-1, what, 4 years ago? 5 years
That's
ago?
it, yeah.
I think
Now 3-2. You come back from Army, I beat you.
Yeah,
3-2,
okay.
So yeah, they were mentioning in the chat the ACL Brisbane a long time ago, and yeah, what was going to happen. But yeah, I was really impressed with both of you for those awesome games. There were some great games, especially this one. Like with the three of us commentating, had a lot of fun just sort of dissecting some of the parts of the games and a lot that was going on. So it was a really good series. But as I was saying, some of us are gonna go out for some dinner or some drinks or whatever, and you guys can have fun with Silver Beat. And all right, so that'll be it for the PSL Winter 2017. This is here's a champagne. We're gonna spray this around. Anyway, thank you all for joining us. That'll be it for today, and we'll see you all at the next LAN in September. More details to come when when Probe is back from overseas.
But I'll be back.
Hud will be back. We'll
KingKong won't be back. Number one next time, boys.
There you go. Big predictions. Place your bets now, everybody, and we'll catch you all next time. See you later.
See ya.
Thank you.